Hello! So welcome to the finally awaited me reading Six of Crows for the first time vlog. Today is... what day is today? The 6th of May, and I am starting Six of Crows. And by I am starting, I meant that yesterday I read 30 pages of Six of Crows, and my first reaction to it was, who the fuck is Just, or whatever you're supposed to call him? Juiced? It was the first plot point that we had, and I was like, yes, I'm ready. I want to see Cass and Inej and everyone, because I just know two things about the Six of Crows duologies. And obviously, guys, if this is a reactions reading vlog, spoilers for Six of Crows, obviously. But the only things that I know is there's a heist, and there's a team comprised by Cass, Inej, Nina, Jasper, Matthias, I believe, and another dude, which I don't know. But I was like, yes, I want to hear from their point of view, and I want to know them, and whatever. And the first part, like the prologue, the thing, of Six of Crows is about this dude named Jost? I don't know. And I was like, who the fuck are you? And why do I care? Supposedly I care because apparently this dude, that's fairly rich, as normal rich people doing shit, you know. Basically he's testing some shit on Grisha, and Grisha are getting mind powers, mind control things, which is weird. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to connect to the Grisha trilogy in any way, but I believe not. But what the fuck? I don't know. And now I'm on the second chapter, which is Inej's chapter. So finally meeting her, and finally meeting Cass, and finally meeting Jasper. Shit, man. I don't know. But this is so slow paced. I mean, Cass is already pretty cool, because the way he's talking, they are rendezvousing with another gang, and the dude from the other gang is like, you're a kid and we want this part of the trade, and we don't fucking care about you. And Cass is like, no man, it's not going to happen. Fuck you. It's my place and you're overstepping yourself. And the dude is like, I'm going to fucking murder you. And he's like, is that a fucking threat? Because don't fucking care. And it's fun. And Inej is like, from what I'm gathering for 30 pages, she's like the secret weapon, the god ex machina, the wraith, as they call her. The girl that solves everything, you know? Because she's on the fucking roof looking for sharpshooters. And my guess is that she's going to fuck them up. But I don't know. But it's so slow for the beginning. I was expecting... well, I was not expecting things to start fucking up in the first page, but first of all, I was like, who is this first perspective again? I don't know him. And then I was like, well, I believe that my expectations are way too high to begin a book, so I'm going to proceed calmly and with caution, and I hope I love it, because I loved the Grisha trilogy, and I had 0 expectations for that, so if I hate this when I have 100 and something expectations for this, it was going to be pretty bad. Pretty much because everyone on BookTube will hate me if I don't like this, but I will keep it sincere, I promise. So I will check up on you soonish. Okay, do you remember how I was complaining like this is really slow and where are these people? I am currently on page 42, which is pretty much like 10 and something pages than I was after the first clip that I showed you, and I take it all back. This is awesome. And Cass saying, like, when everyone knows you're a monster, you needn't waste time doing every monstrous thing. Shit. That was so real. I could feel the pain there. Although, I could also feel the fact that he's pretty fucking good at bluffing. I want that talent, to be honest, I do. Okay, so I am currently on part 2 of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and that means I'm currently on page 11, which is the first Matthias chapter, and I know what's going to happen to Matthias in Crooked Kingdom, sadly, but that did not stop me from seeing the way that this chapter began when he was like, Matthias was dreaming again, dreaming of her, and you know that it's about Nina, and he dreams of hunting her down and kill her, but also hunting her down and kiss her. And I must say, first of all, I am enjoying Six of Crows so freaking much. I am reading this so fast. Remember that I started this book yesterday, okay? And the only fact that I am not currently finishing it is because I have, sadly, more things to do, and I'm going to put you down because my arm is getting tired. I am wearing this shirt with the paw in the name of Ghost, which was so mistreated in this Game of Thrones episodes. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Jesus Christ. Good boys deserve pets. There should be a shirt saying that. But, as I was saying, Six of Crows, I am loving this. The only reason why I have not read the entirety of this book between yesterday and today is because I am, again, trying to apply to another scholarship in case the first one fails, and I had to apply to an internship for another thing in case all of this fails. So, busy times, but Six of Crows is awesome. We have right now met Inej, Kaz, Jasper, Nina, and we are now meeting Matthias because it was the whole situation that he is imprisoned, and I had no idea that he was in prison, by the way. So, sorry. I have no idea what he has done to be in prison, but he's supposed to be one of the worst convicts because he's in the old part of the prison, and they make him fight against beasts, and so he's all brooded up and all like messed up, and he has broken ribs and everything. And the thing that I'm liking in Six of Crows is that you don't know where the characters came from, but sudden drips of sort of their development, their previous situations are given to you through other characters. So I now know that Inej was sort of in a prostitution sort of house from my understanding, but I don't know that through her. I know that through Nina and Kaz's perspective, which is amazing. And this is how I like to learn about characters, from others observing them, because we all know that we ourselves can be the worst possible fucking narrators for our stories because we want to look good. So, yeah. I also know that Cash is hunted by his big brother's ghost for some reason. I don't know what happened. I know that he was fairly young. He has a damage to his leg. I don't know why. Thank God I wasn't spoiled too much for Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Thank the Lord. Although I know what the fuck happens to Matthias in the end, which I'm trying not to tell you because it's a Six of Crows vlog, which is supposed to be Crooked Kingdom spoilers free because I haven't read that one. So, yeah. But now I know that supposedly Matthias is a fearsome hunter, and he supposedly is hunting Nina, but maybe he fell in love with her. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but they have a history, and she apparently testified in his behalf, but that went well, you know. And she says, like, there's a point where Nina says that, oh, maybe I can heal him, and then she says, you know that nobody can heal him because you made sure of that. And because she's Grisham, and she's a heartrender, I'm like, excuse me? What the fuck did you do to the boy? And I want to know! And I'm getting into this, and Nina sounds such a great character, and I'm really excited for the fact that she's not going to die because we have her perspective in King of Scars. And I'm really excited because I feel like I'm going to like all of them, but I feel like I identify with Nina more. First of all, because she kind of like uses her power to defend herself, but she knows what she can do. Like, she uses it as an extension of herself to whatever cost. Like, she uses it as a weapon, but not as, well, right now, but also as a way of helping people, but helping herself in the process as well. So she's not inherently like the worst of them all. And I can identify with her moralities and the fact that she wanted to free Matthias as well. I'm loving that there's a dynamic of hate to love or something, or love to hate, between them. I don't know why, but I'm loving Nina. And the fact that when she goes to wake up Matthias and he's like, Nina, is that you? And she's like, oh my god, just wake the fuck up. And he puts his hands around her throat. And I'm like, what? Why, man? What you doing? It was very scandalous. And obviously I did not enjoy that because fuck you. You should never do that to a woman. Because obviously Matthias is stronger than her. Although she does have magic, or rather Grisha powers, but there's no excuse to resort to violence in a relationship, in my opinion. But it was scandalous. I was not at all expecting that the dude that was pretty much beat up just heard her voice and decided, I'm fucking going to strangle that bitch. I don't know what happened, but it was harsh. It was harsh. So yeah, I'm going to proceed reading this. Today I am going to go to the center, downtown city, because there's what it's called, the parade of the faculties. So for all of the graduates of the faculty, they go and they parade. And I have two goddaughters that just graduated from the faculty. And so I really want to see them and be with them and take some pictures with them. I don't know if I'll be able to film anything because this is not a week vlog sort of thing. This is a 6 of Crows vlog. And I probably am not going to read that much. But when I get back home, for sure, I'm going to pick this up because 6 of Crows is growing on me. It's just, and I am starting to love, like, we haven't had a lot of Inej and Kaz's dynamics, but I love the fact how he takes his clothes off in front of her and she's like, God damn you! And just takes, she's like, why the fuck are you doing that? And then she thinks, what if I did the same thing? He probably wouldn't care. He would just say, like, please don't drip on my stuff, just, you know. And it was so funny. I'm enjoying Kaz, but the dude has deep-rooted issues. And I really want to figure out which issues those are because I live for deep-rooted issues in my book characters. In real life as well, I mean, I'm in psychology. But I prefer them in book characters because, you know, in real life is a little bit more sad and distressful and disturbing. But these are my thoughts. This is already 7 minutes long or 8 minutes long, and that's too long for an update. So I will see you guys when I see you and when I have something else to tell you. But right now, loving 6 of Crows. And I hope I don't end up not liking it, but we will see. So yeah, bye! Okay, so it's literally the same day, just a little bit later, and I am on page 154, and this angle does not make me more beautiful. Sorry about that. 154, everyone, and boy, does Matthias and Nina have a troubling relationship. Yeah, they do, and yes, I want to know more about that. First of all, I thought that maybe there was something going on, like, physically between them, but then she says that, the Fjordan hunters are supposed to be celibates or are supposed to commit to celibacy. So I don't know if they fucked or not. I'm sorry, but for me this is important, okay? And supposedly he says that trusting her he betrayed everything that he believed. But I don't know if that's because he hates Grisha, or his people hates Grisha, or if that is because she did something to him. Like, I don't know. I want to know what the fuck happened, but they have such a strange relationship. So strange. I feel like they're going to murder each other by the end of this book, which I know it's not true because I know what happens to him at the end of Crooked Kingdom, but Jesus Christ. Also, I'm at this part where they were going on a boat. What happened with my focus? Hello. Okay. They were going on a boat to the Fjordan lands. I believe it's Fjordan, to go to the ice court to actually infiltrate and start the heist. Which I have to say, for a book about a heist, the heist doesn't come until a little bit later. But obviously this is a preparation, so I understand that. But I'm not really knowing what the plot of Crooked Kingdom is going to be about. Because I'm pretty damn sure that they will pull off this heist in this book. But, so they were going to the boat. And Inej, for some stupid reason, decides that she is going to go through the place where she was kept in captivity, like before she was rescued. Because of who the fuck knows? And she has a rendezvous with the woman that kept her held, and she's called Little Lynn, which is creepy as fuck. And she's okay though, and then she goes and she gets late to the rendezvous, which, if I were the leader of, I mean, I know that they need her, but if I were Kaz, I would be pretty pissed off that Inej actually managed to be late to the fucking thing, because it's important that they do stuff on time and in a condition that it won't facilitate failure. So, okay. But apart from that, so she gets there, and for some reason they are not in the fucking boat because apparently they're waiting for her, and she just senses a dude behind her feet, and she's like, oh shit! And the boat explodes. And then it cuts to a Jasper chapter in which he's just like, I like guns, man. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can like guns. I'm totally cool with that. And there's something about Wylan? Is that how you pronounce his name? I have no idea. But supposedly he is the rich kid, you know, which I was not expecting, to be honest. I had no idea that he was affiliated with the merchant that proposed the money to Kaz. Obviously, Kaz is being extremely smart, keeping him sort of a hostage, but in a situation that he's not really a hostage, but you know what I mean. But Jasper's dynamic with Waylon, like, what's his problem? I mean, I know that Jasper is not rich, and obviously he has a lot of issues, and maybe seeing a rich kid getting into his team is kind of affecting him, but he mocks him so much. It's kind of funny. I would like there was a relationship between those two, which probably it won't be, but it would be fun. Also, do you not think that's a little bit strange that Inej decides to be late and they decide to get out of the boat to wait for her, and then the boat explodes and there's no one in the boat? Because, I mean, I get that without the team we wouldn't have a plot, but that was so easy, wasn't it? Like, why bother blowing up the boat if there's no one in there? I look fat in this angle. I don't know. I'm not particularly happy with my face today for some reason. I don't know. Okay, moving on. So I don't know. I did not really enjoy that. But at the same time, I have been enjoying everything about the book and the characters. And I still want to know what the fuck is Kaz's problem. Because he fucking has some issues. And I want to know about them. I really like the way that everyone treats Matthias like he's this sort of bulky, stupid dumbass. He just wants to kill Nina. I mean, a guy has a revenge and nobody lets him have his revenge. I understand. He's pissed off. People, you are bullying him. Just let him kill... No, I'm kidding. Don't kill Nina because I like her. I don't know what she did to him, but I like her. Or if she actually did anything. Maybe she did nothing and he's just like, oh my god, I felt attracted to a Grisha. I have to flagellate myself and do self-punish and go to jail. Because Fjordans, you know, you never know. But yeah, that is my update for now. And I'm going to continue reading. Okay, good morning, guys. Another update. I'm going to leave you here. Okay, so I am currently on page 232 of 6 of CROWS. So I am sort of like in the middle. Yeah, pretty much in the middle of this. And I'm now in a Matthias chapter. I stopped a little bit because I have to iron some stuff. I'm on my pajamas, so I have to change. The only thing that I did basically was wash my face and comb my hair, which is not pretty cool. I also had breakfast, but I mean. So, Jesus, sorry. So, what I wanted to say is now we know basically Inej's story to mostly a point, and we know the beginning of Kaz's story, which is pretty sad, and it does happen in the real world a lot, like the fact that his brother was schemed on by this richer man that made him sell all of his property to him. It's terrible, it's really sad, and I can see a little 9-year-old boy going hungry, and I do not like that one bit. And I don't know what came from that for Jordy to be killed by Pecker-Rollins, but he maybe went into a gang or tried to do something, like, I don't know. But this is not going well. But I'm really enjoying the dynamic between all of the characters. Nina is still great. She's still mostly my favorite right now. I don't know why. I really like her. I really like her dynamic with Matthias, because now we know sort of the story between Matthias and Nina. So basically, from what I understood, so this wasn't told specifically, but it was, you could understand by stuff that they said. Basically, he kidnapped her in order to lock her and for her to have a Grisha trial and to be burned at the stake in the Fjord and Ice Court where they're going. But their ship had a shipwreck, and they were the only 2 survivors, from what I could understand. And they basically got together in that survivalish sort of thing. And apparently he kind of fell in love with her and forgave her, from what I understood. I don't know if I'm telling this correctly because it hasn't developed a lot, but I feel like it is. Apparently he forgave her and he tried to save her life. And when they got to Kerch or Ketterdam or whatever you call it, she rattled on him and told everyone that he was a sort of a slave trader, that he wanted Grisha. And she says that it was a mistake, but the fact is it landed him on prison for a while, and that prison was not, well, prison is not fun, okay? It's not, believe me, I know. I've not been in prison, but I've worked there a little, so I know, okay, that doesn't matter. But that specific prison did not sound fun at all. He had to fight to gain his privileges, you know, when they do those sort of tropes where the prisoner has to fight in rings in the prison and bets are placed and everything. So I understand their dynamic. I understand he's very hurt. He is fighting against his beliefs, but he feels betrayed by her. So obviously his beliefs that she's a witch and she's the worst thing in the world, obviously for now for him are justified because she betrayed him. And for her, she has to live with a mistake that she made, but it's a valid mistake because he did indeed kidnap her in a way to make her suffer for the only fact that she's a Grisha, which is also not right. And I really love their dynamics. I really love how they really like each other, but at the same time do not want to show it at all. And I love how she can be so playful, how she savors her food, how she is just, she regrets a lot of things. She matures so much. Like, you can see that she is very different from the rest of the crew, and I really enjoy Nina. I really like Inej. When she got hurt in the chaos of the harbor fighting, I was like, oh damn. And then Kaz went to save her and he lost his shit, and it was so fucking amazing because how was that dude's name? Uman, I believe. He was the one that hurt Inej. And when Inej was in coma and Nina was trying to heal her, Kaz took his eye out and threw him overboard, and I was like, man, you do not play with Kaz Brecker, because fucking hell. Wow, I was not prepared for that. I am so glad I was not spoiled for that dynamic, because, I mean, get yourself a man that gouges eyes for you. That's all I have to say, because my God. And the little details of him wanting to talk to her but not really approaching, he has a problem with people touching him. And I don't know why, and I really do want to find out. I don't know. And she also has a problem with being marked and being sailed and being touched. So they're not going to touch this entire duology, are they? And I'm going to suffer because of it, but why do people that like each other cannot stay together? Jesus. Okay. And we figured out that Wylan, is that his name? I think that it might be gay, because there's something about why he ran out of his house that Jasper is asking Inej, and she said that he was found with this dude. And if he's gay, maybe he and Jasper, I mean, I don't know if Jasper is gay. I could see him as a bi character, actually, because, I don't know, but maybe he is gay. I don't know. Because the fact that he's still with Kaz and that he wants Kaz to trust him, maybe he has a crush on Kaz, but then he will fall for Wylan. I really love the banter between Jasper and Wylan, so I'm hoping for something there. But I don't know. It's like the only dynamic that I don't know if it happens or not, which is pretty cool because I was spoiled for Kaz and Inej. I already knew, which you pretty much know in the beginning of the book, to be honest. And I was sort of spoiled to Nina and Matthias because of knowing what happens to Matthias in Crooked Kingdom. But you actually already knew that because it's also in the book, in the beginning. But Jasper and Wylan, I don't know. I wasn't spoiled for that, thank God. So I don't know how this dynamic will pull through. And I'm really interested. So yeah, that's going to be it for my update. It's already huge. Again, this is going to be a huge vlog. I'm sorry, but I'm really enjoying this. I don't know how this is going to end because they haven't reached the Fjorden court yet. Is the heist going to happen only on this one or in Crooked Kingdom? Although in Crooked Kingdom will be pretty awesome if Kaz and the crew went to get their revenge on Pekka Rollins. But I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be it. So goodbye. Hey guys, I'm very sorry that today is raining and I don't have light, but I really need to talk to you about Six of Crows. I am not finished, but I am almost there, like 100 and something pages. And, oh shit, I'm on page 365. I know, I don't even know in what page I was before this update. Oh well, but the heist has begun and everything that could go wrong went fucking wrong, as I was hoping, because if not, where's the story and the drama? So I finally know pretty much all of the story of all of our main characters, which they are just so sad, pretty much all of them. Jasper and Wylan are the only ones that, okay, Jasper was supposed to go to university and then he got lost in the dens of bats and stuff. And Wylan, he ran away from home because supposedly he's gay, but his dad apparently still loves him, so I don't know what's the thing there, but I understand that maybe he does not trust his dad or thinks that stuff that his dad does are not correct. I don't know, but for some reason. Okay, so I have been reading this and now I'm at the part where they are kind of saying their goodbyes to each other in a way, because they are going to try to infiltrate the, what is it called? God damn it. It's the part in the middle of the ice court. It's the white something. I'm lost. Where supposedly the scientist dude, the Sully scientist dude is. So Inej was tattooed again with the mark of the place where she fell from. And it was just so sad. It was really sad. So she and Nina are going to try to enter with the entertainment, so the girls. And Kaz and the dudes are going to try and enter through another path that Matthias revealed to them, but I don't know if that's going to work out, and they are going to try to access like the black thingy, which is where all of the guards are going to be armed and trying to hurt them. So I don't think that's a good idea, but I don't know. So they're kind of splitting up and recognizing that it might be the last time that they're seeing each other. And now Kaz and Inej are going to have a talk because Inej is going to give him his gloves back. And I love how he's really a badass, but inside he's really still a boy, still a fragile boy, because when he saw all of the corpses of the prisoners and he had to touch people and everything, he almost fainted. Well, he did fainted in the prison truck, and I was just like, what? The great Kaz Brecker just fainted because of bodies. And then they explained the whole story of his dead brother and how he had to swim on top of him. And that's just so traumatizing. But I still don't get how he got his leg like that. And I want to know, like, is that, okay, this is not a good angle. Is that, like, it was because of the pox, or was it because of something that happened when he was a child? Like, I don't know, I don't understand. Or is it just something? You know, he's just like that. I don't know. I want to know. But Kaz and Inej are talking right now. Okay, I have to do this because my hand hurts. So they're talking, and I don't know, but I really understand why people fixated on those two, but for me, Matthias and Nina, my god. That is the angsty relationship that I really wanted, and now that I know how Crooked Kingdom is going to end, my god, I'm going to suffer. But yeah, okay, that's that. So that's the update. I am going to try, I'm not going to finish this book today, sadly, I really want to, but maybe before the weekend, and I have such high expectations for this. And supposedly Cass killed Pekka Rollins because he was in a cell in the ice court. Did he now? And we did not see it on page? I do not believe it. Not even for a second, because I'm not sure, but I believe that maybe Pekka Rollins is going to be the thing for the Crooked Kingdom. I don't know. But for some fucking reason, Leigh Bardugo decided not to write about how Cass decided to kill Pekka Rollins, the one that he hates the most, that supposedly killed, quote marks, his brother. I don't believe it, not even for a second. And I'm waiting that by the end of this book, he's going to appear again. And we're going to be like, what? But I'm not going to be like, what? Because I already know about that, you know? Yeah. So yeah. That's the tea. That's the update, and I'm going to try to read a little bit more before I go to the gym, because I have a gym outfit. Yay! Do you remember when I told you that I was not going to finish 6 of Crows yesterday? I did. I did, and I was not seeing this coming. This book is so great. I mean, obviously I knew that Pekka Rollins was still alive, so yay for me! I had no idea, so I wasn't spoiled for that, but you've heard from my updates and conversations that I thought that, and I was right, yes. But I cannot believe that Cass went to him to get, oh my god, to get the money to rescue Inej. I never in my life, I thought that Crooked Kingdom was going to be about them facing Pekka Rollins and trying to pull a heist on him or something, but I never in my life thought that Van Eyck was dirty and that he wanted all of the commerce for him and use the Jurda, what was it called? The Jurda thingy on Grisha to control commerce and be the one making profit of all of it. So I was wrapped in this, and when you are reading from Cass's perspective in that meeting, and he's like, he knew the moment where he made his mistake when he looked at Inej and he was like, fuck. And Van Eyck was like, okay, forget all of the others, just get the girl and the money. And he, instead of holding his ground, he just ran to her. And it was awesome! I mean, Cass and Inej are, I may be in the unpopular place here, but they are not my favorite ship of this duology for now. For now, Matthias and Nina for sure, because they give me the angst that I need, and I love how they come from different points of view and they have different beliefs, but they find common ground and they believe in each other, and that's what makes them work, and that was amazing. And I love seeing that, because that for me is a functional relationship. Cass and Inej, I love their banter between each other, and I love how he depends on her to actually survive almost, and I love how she does stuff not for her, but because he's involved in the situation. But I feel like she is also a very strong woman, because the way that she, where is that quote that is so beautiful? I literally cried my eyes out. Where is it? She says on page 460, I will have you without armor, Casbreaker, or I will not have you at all. And my heart was just like, fucking hell, because I get that he has PTSD, a very severe PTSD, and maybe it's not fair that she's asking him to do that, to overcome that for her, but it's also not fair that he asks her to stay when he knows that now she has a purpose and something that she wants to do just because he needs her to stay. So they both have to do concessions, and I understand what she wants, but I don't know if it's possible. And I don't know which side I'm on. I mean, I feel for him because he literally cannot, it's PTSD, okay? It's a mental disorder, it's a thing, it exists. But at the same time, she deserves someone that can be with her fully, and it was just so beautiful. And how are they all 17? Like, how, I mean, Matthias is 18, I believe. But how are they all 17 and Waylon is 15? How is this a thing? And when Jasper went completely bananas because he thought that Waylon was still on the ship and he was like, I'm going to fuck gun you down, bitches. And Cass was like, no, Waylon is not on the ship. And then Waylon appears tailored to look like the Sui guy. And Jasper is like, the fuck, man? And he's like, well, I wanted to help. And he's like, maybe I liked your fucking face. And I was like, oh, we are going to have gay romance in Crooked Kingdom, please. So, yeah, and I hope that Nina is okay, because last time that we saw her, she was getting off of the drug. And she was so brave doing that for the team. Like, she knew that she would never be the same and that she could get addicted and that everything could be destroyed. But even knowing that, she took the one for the team. Nina is one of my favorite characters. I mean, I think that she's my favorite character right now of them all, although I love them all specifically. So this hurts me so much to know that one terrible thing is going to happen in Crooked Kingdom. But this is not a vlog for that, so I'm not going to spoil you. And this is the end of my vlog for the Six of Crows Book 1 by Leigh Bardugo, and I absolutely adored it. I see how people say it's better than the Grisha trilogy. It is indeed, although you know, if you've been watching my channel, that I did love the Grisha trilogy, but the stakes are not the same, and you're worried about more characters and worried about more stuff. And they are all morally grey, so they're not great saints as Saint Alina. And I love how Inej has a blade called Sancta Alina. And I was like, is that Alina? I think that's Alina. And I love how Nina mentions that it was a Grisha named Genya that did the powders for the change of the eye color. And I was like, ah! I love when there's fan service involved in the books that I'm reading. But whatever. So I am going to, probably even today, I'm not sure, start my vlog for Crooked Kingdom, because I'm obviously going to read that next, because I cannot wait. I don't know how you people waited, you people who read Six of Crows waited for the release of Crooked Kingdom. Like, I'm so glad that I have them both, because I cannot wait. And after that, I'm going to read King of Scars, and then that will be the end of my Grishaverse vlogs. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope that you liked my comments on Six of Crows. Maybe they were not as reactive as they were supposed to be, but on the time that I was reading, I had some footage of me reading, but it wasn't great, because at the time that I was taking that footage, nothing was well, things were happening, but my face was just like the whole time, and I was not reacting properly. And the times that I was reading that I wasn't filming, there was a reaction out of me, like something like, or, and I was like, why am I not filming? Yes, Crooked Kingdom is here, by the way. So yeah. I'm gonna see how Crooked Kingdom goes. I just love to read and then comment to you after that, because live reactions, maybe I get some in Crooked Kingdom, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Oh, I have not been sleeping very well. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this vlog for Six of Crows. If you've read Six of Crows, comment down below your opinions and your thoughts on my reactions. If you've not, I hope that you've not watched this video, because this for sure is a great, great book to get into not knowing anything, which was sort of my case. I know more about the ending of the Crooked Kingdom than I knew actually about Six of Crows, which was pretty cool. And I really enjoyed it. So yeah, great book.
actually. I can see why all of you wanted people to read this book. You know stuff.
Bye-bye.